Alright, I'm doing another book review. Book today is Longitude. The back says, "This is a gem of a book. A simple tale, brilliantly told. Only someone with Sobel's unusual background in both astronomy and psychology could have written it. Longitude is a wonderful story, wonderfully told. The marine chronometer is a glorious and fascinating object, but it is not a simple one, and its explanation calls for a writer skilled with words as watchmakers were with their tools. Happily, the writer has been found in Sobel, an exquisitely done narrative of the chronometer. It is a wonderful and engrossing achievement, intricate and elegant. No novelist could improve on the elements of Soul's longitude." Alright, so I'm gonna listen to music because I figure out that these book reviews go better when I play something to keep my just to play something else, you know? I'm sure you get it. So
It's really good. Just right off the bat, like it pulls you in. I'm gonna try to remember the story as I do the review. The first thing I want to mention is that the foreword is by deceased astronaut Neil Armstrong. Just gonna put this on. A little music. So the inside cover says, "Anyone alive in the 18th century would have known that the longitude problem was the thorniest scientific dilemma of the day." Ooh, I like that word, thorniest. Alright, I got the music on now. So, where was I? The thorniest scientific dilemma of the day, and had been for centuries, lacking the ability to measure their longitude. Sailors throughout the great ages of exploration had been literally lost at sea as soon as they lost sight of land. Thousands of lives and the increasing fortunes of nations hung on a resolution. The quest for a solution had occupied scientists for the better part of 2 centuries, when in 1714 England's Parliament upped the ante by offering a king's ransom, approximately $12 million in today's currency, to anyone whose method or device proved successful and reproducible. The scientific establishment throughout Europe, from Galileo to Sir Isaac Newton, had mapped the heavens in its pursuit of a celestial answer. In stark contrast, one man, John Harrison, dared to imagine a mechanical solution, a clock that would keep precise time at sea, something no clock had ever been able to do on land. Okay, that's essentially what the book is about. Now, just gonna give some notes on what it was like to read it. At first I thought, why is this invention so important? But that is what it tries to answer for you in this. The foreword is. Hang on. First of all, so the foreword was 2005. Neil Armstrong, and this was written in 95. So Neil Armstrong did the 10th anniversary, and then he passed away. So this is Neil Armstrong. When I was a boy growing up in a small Ohio agricultural town, two sources of accurate time were available: the radio. At the sound of the tone, the time will be Eastern Standard Time, and the bells of the courthouse clock. which was an important component of organizing the day. Some of the townspeople did not have wristwatches. Okay. Important, that's cool. Because he was the first man on the moon. So that's really good. That's just a good forward. Yeah. Alright, and then the book starts with a quote by Mark Twain. When I'm playful, I use the meridians of longitude and parallels of latitude for a scene, and drag the Atlantic Ocean for whales. Mark Twain. That guy is just like, he's timeless, man. He's always getting in books. Okay, so then the book starts. It's good. It's the story that I've been describing. Then there's some photos. This is John Harrison. He said, at 73 years old with a pocket watch, probably made for him by John Jeffries. That's cool. So here's all the clocks and watches and stuff. So, okay, now here's another guy. Dr. Neville Maskelyne. Anyway, so I recommend this book, and here's the Royal Observatory, and I wrote a little note here. It says, "Let's do it anyway." That's kind of the nature of this invention that they invented this stuff, right? This whole story is about inventing stuff. And first of all, you think it's the longitude problem. Then you discover it's like the time problem. It's all the problems, and they find good solutions, especially because they reproduce these things. I'm just going to read the back here. It's got sources. Because this book is intended as a popular account, not a scholarly study, I have avoided using footnotes or mentioning in the body of text most of the names of the historians I have interviewed or the works I have read and relied on for my own writing. I owe them all many thanks. Okay, so didn't really quote anyone. The speakers at the Longitude Symposium 1993 represent the world's experts in their various fields. I also wish to single out Owen Gingerich, who collected this stuff. Okay. So he's thanking lots of people. I don't know. So he thanks a bunch of people at the end. Anyway, great book. I made a number of notes at the end, but it doesn't look like any of it's related. This is all stuff that I wanted to invent after I read this book. And this is a note. I understand your concern, however, my genetics are like yours. I don't know why, it seems like I wrote a note about genetics. Anyway, this book, very good, and that's my book review. Hope you liked it.